Alright, so the power supply I'm going to be using is an ATX power supply in that ATX case. And I'll show you how to install it properly and hook everything up so that your computer works. I already actually have the power supply installed in this computer, and this computer is properly working, so I'll walk you through everything I did. The first thing I did was put the power supply into the case right in the back here and screw in the 4 screw holes and just let the wires coming out of the power supply dangle off to the side for now. Now I only used 4 of the connectors, so I figured out which 4 I needed, and I stuck the other 2 and I pushed those under the case so that they didn't have to be seen. The 4 I needed, I got in order in which I needed them, and I routed them so that they wouldn't be tangled in any other wires. So the 4 I needed would be this cable right here, which goes to the CPU, this really thick cable right here, which goes to the ATX motherboard, or actually I have a micro ATX motherboard, but it works for both. The PCIe connector, which is this one right here, which goes to the front of the case, and then the SATA cable, which is plugged in right here, and that is for the front buttons up here. Now, let's take a look at this side. This is the PCIe connector coming through the back bottom of the case, and that plugs into this piece right here, which is the graphics card. The big 24-pin connector, I routed through the side, and it plugs directly into the 24-pin connector on the side of the motherboard. And the 8-pin connector for the CPU actually plugs in right here, and I routed it through that hole right there. So that's what that cable is going across the back of the case. It comes up, over, and plugs in right there. After you plug all those in, make sure you connect your cord to a outlet, and make sure you have your power supply on. There's a little knob right there. And if your computer is working properly, when you turn it on, I have a little bit of coloring there, and it booted me into Windows. And that'll be all for the power supply.